Welcome to Cashflow. In this video I'm going to show you how to record transactions against your projects. Firstly, on the left hand side, if we go down to our projects module, which I've relabeled as jobs, we will click into here and we will see our outstanding jobs. If we click in to one of our active jobs, we will see that I've got an income and expenditure target, but I have no actuals assigned against this. To generate transactions directly against this project, I can do this by creating bank transactions, invoices or purchases. If we go to our invoices module on the left hand side and go to create a new invoice, all I need to do is choose the customer from the drop down list and add a line item to it. You will see what it's done is created another column which says job. So all I need to do is assign it to the job, and you can see the description of the work that I'm doing is come onto here, and then it's brought in my daily rate, and I can add additional information to this as well. We can go through to my stock module and say I need some piping, and then we can choose the project. So as you can see, you can choose individual lines on the invoice to assign against that, and then I can just type in 2 and click save. That invoice has now been saved directly against that project. If we now go into them on the left hand side of the screen and click into that project, we'll be able to see we have an income actual of 1,320. So it will track exactly what's been invoiced against that. We can see our work in progress value as well as minus 1,330. If we go down to our purchases and go down to our purchase, create a new purchase invoice at the top of the screen. Again, you can choose the supplier, and if we go and add line items to this, I can go down and choose my piping that I need to order, key it in, and then again I can assign that to the job. So I can choose the new bathroom fitting as the job, quantity, I'm ordering 2 for that, and then I can click save. And that purchase invoice has now been saved against that job. If we now click back into jobs on the left hand side and go back into the record, we'll be able to see my expenditure is now listed as £84, which has adjusted my work in progress value, and as you can see it's creating all the differences within here. Within the bank area also, if we click into bank and go and add transactions into our bank, so if we click view and add, we can now see we can choose our jobs from this drop down menu. So let's say I go and record an expense. And I was actually staying away for this job. I can assign that directly against it, how much that cost me. We can put in our VAT and then hit the plus sign. So that transaction has now been recorded. What we'll see now, if we go down to our jobs module on the left hand side and just click into that, we'll be able to see if we go to run a nominal ledger report on the right hand side and just scroll down to the bottom of this and hit next, we can see that it's tracked that transaction. So we can see our hotel has been listed in here and the value and everything has been calculated. We can also see our sales, our stock and our hotels, and everything has been listed in here. So we can run a full nominal ledger to see the full activity, what's happened within that actual job or project. If we click back into the project itself, we can scroll down, we can see a full list of invoices. So if I click list invoices assigned to that specific project, it's just going to open up all of the invoices related to that. We can also see a list of purchases, and we can also see a profit and loss and a monthly profit and loss report. So if I click on the profit and loss, put the start date and the end date and hit run report, I can now go and see exactly how much profit I'm currently making out of this job. And we can run that at any reporting point, start date and end date. So you can really start breaking down the reporting and seeing how productive you are and how much revenue you're making from the various jobs or branches or departments that you are running within your business using the Cashflow software.